Hello my dear student. So today I will discuss about the sixth chapter of class 8 of mathematics, which is square and square root. So first of all we should know what is the square root. So what is the square number? Any number which can be expressed in the form of product of itself is known as the square number. For example, if we express 3 into 3, this will be 9. So 9 is the square of 3 and 3 is the square root of 9. That is 3 is the square root of 9 and 9 is the square of 3. Because if we multiply the 3 by 3, we get 9. If we multiply the number by itself, we get the square number. And the multiple of that square number is square root. The factor of that. So this is the square root of 9 and this is the square of 3. Okay. Now come to the some properties of square. Now come to the some properties of square. Square number are always, first property, are always ends with 1, 4, 5, 6 or 9. That is, square number are always ends with 0, 1, 4, 5, 6 or 9. That is, any square number has 0, 1, 4, 5, 6 or 9 at its ones place. For example, 16, 9, 25, all are the square number. This is the square of 4, this is the square of 3 and this is the square of 5. At one's place, here is 6, here is 9, here is 5. So any square number ends with 0, 1, 4, 5, 6 or 9. Okay. Now come to the second property. What are the second property? Second property. If a number has 1 or 9 at its ones place, if a number has 1 or 9 at its ones place, then its square ends with 1. That is, if any number has 1 or 9 at its ones place, then its square will ends with unit place 1. For example, if we square the 11, we get 121. Here 11 has 1 at ones place and 121 has 1 at ones place. For example, 19 into 19 we get 361. Here is 1's place of 90 is 9 and 1 place of 361 is 1. So if the square of number ends with 1 or 9 has its ones place its 1 at ones place. So 11, 121, 19, 361. Here is 1 place is 9. So their square is 361, which has 1 at its ones place. Now come to the next property. That is third property. What is the third property? If a number has either 4 or 6, if any number has 4 or 6 at its ones place, then their square will be always ends with 6 at its ones place. That is, if any number has 4 or 6 at its ones place, then their square will ends with always 6 at its ones place. For example, 14 into 14 we get 196. The ones place of 14 is 4 and the ones place of 196 6. So 14 into 14 is equal to 196. These are the third property. Now come to the fourth property. What are the fourth property? Fourth property. Square number can only have even number of 0 at one place. Square numbers have even number of 0 at its the end. For example, if we write 100, then this is the square of 10. if we write 1000, so this is not a square number because it has odd number of zeros at end. So square numbers have always even number of zero at the end. So this is the 20 and here is the 30. This is the odd number of zero, so this is not a square number. This is the even number of zero, so this is the square number. Now come to the next property. Numbers present between two square numbers. Now we have to find how many numbers present between two square numbers. So for example, if we have to find numbers present between square of 4 and 5. So number is equal to 2 into n, where n is smallest number. So this is the formula, number present. So if we have to find the numbers present between two square numbers of any given number, so we will use this formula. Number present is equal to 2 into smallest number. So now we have to find that how many numbers present between square of 4 and 5. So square of 4 into 4 is equal to 16. Square of 5 into 5 is equal to 25. Now how many numbers present? Here is 4 and 4. That is total number of present is 8. Total number 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 and 24. These all are the 8 numbers present between 16 and 25. Now we will use the formula. The formula is 2 into, what is the smallest number? The smallest number is 4. So 2 into 4, that is 8. So here is 8 and here is 8. So this is the formula to find the how many numbers present between the square of two given numbers. So this will be 2 into smallest number 4 and 5. So 4 square 16, 5 square 25. So number present is 8. So 2 into smallest number is the number present between two numbers. Now come to the next topic. Next one is sum of first and odd numbers. This will be n square. That is, if we have to given, what is the sum of first n odd number? That is, if we have to find the sum of first 10 odd number, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So what is the sum of first 10 odd number? First 10. So this is the odd number, this is the odd number, this is the odd number, this is the odd, this is the odd. Now add all this. 3, 1, 4, 5, 4, 9, 9, 7. 9, 7. 16. 16 or 9. 25. 25. So 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9. This will be 25. So this is the long method to find the sum of first and odd number. Now we will use the formula. Here is n. N is the number of odd number. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here is 5 odd number present between first and odd number. So 5, that is 5 square, which is 25. So 25 and 25. Okay. So this is the long method to find the sum of first n odd number, and this is the formula method to find the sum of first n odd numbers. Now come to the next topic. For example, is 81. 81 the square of, it is the square of 9. We can express 81 as a sum of two odd numbers, that is 40 and plus 41. If we add 40 and if we add 41, 40 and 41, we can express the square of any of. So we can express, this is the 81 and this is the square of 9. 9 is a odd number. So we can express the square of any odd number in two consecutive integer. That is, these 40 and 41 are the consecutive integer, and 81 is the square of 9, which is the odd number. So we can express the square of any odd number in the sum of two consecutive integer. So how will we find these two consecutive integers? The first number, the first integer is equal to n square minus 1 upon 2, and second number n square plus 1 divided by 2. These are the two numbers. So n is square number. So let's find 81, 9 square minus 1. This is the 9 upon 2. So 81 minus 1 by 2. This will be 40. And 9 square plus 1 divided by 2. 81 plus 1 divided by 2. This will be 41. So we can find the two consecutive integers of any square number. Now come to the next one. Next topic. Product of two consecutive even or odd number. Product is equal to a square minus 1. What is the product of two consecutive even square number or consecutive odd square number? That is, where a is equal to number present between two consecutive odd or even number. That is, what is the product of two consecutive odd number or even number? Then it will be product is equal to a square minus 1, where a number present between two consecutive odd or even number. Okay. Now come to the next topic. Find square root. Find square root. So there are two methods to find the square root of any square number. So first method. What is the first method? First method, that is, if we have to find the 216, if we have to find the square root of 196, then we will divide. We will find the prime factors of these numbers. So 2 9 the 2 8 the 2 49. That is 7 and 1. So 196 is equal to, what is the prime factor of 196? 2 into 2 into 7 into 7. So if we have to find the square root of any square number, then first you should find the prime factorization of given number. So this is the prime factors of given number. Now make the pair of two numbers. So this will be pair. Now make the pairing. Now make the pairing of given prime factor. So this make the 2 to pair. This or this. So this is the 2 into 7. Write 2 into 2 as 2, 7 into 7 as 7. Make the pair of given prime factor and just write the one number of given pair. So here is 2, here is 7. This will be 14. So 14 is the square root of 196. So this is the first method. This is the prime factorization method. Now second method. Second method is by division method. Second method. By division method. By division method. So we have to find the 196, square root of 196. Just make the pair of 2 from the right side. This is double pair, this is one pair. Now write the number which multiplied by itself gives 1 or less than 1. So 1 into 1, 1. So less than 1. So 1 into 1, this will be 0. Now add this 1 or plus 1, this will be 2. Now note down the these pairs, that is 96. Now write a number. Write any number, and here will be this number, here will be this number. Now this 4 multiplied by 24, and this number should be equal or less than 96. If we write 5, then we should also write 5 here, and 25 into 5, 125. This will be more than 96. So we have to write here 4, and 4 here 4. 4, 24 for the 96. This will be equal to the 96 and remainder. So here is the 14. The square root of 196 is equal to 14. So these are the two methods to find the square root of any given number. Now next topic. Next topic is finding square root through subtraction method. Through subtraction method. Repeating subtraction method. Through repeating subtraction method. Repeating subtraction method. Now we have to find the 81, square root of 81. How we will find the square root of 81? Just subtract all the consecutive odd number in 81 like this. First odd number is 1. So 81 minus 1. This will be 80. Now repeat. What is the next odd number? This will be 3. 80 minus 3. This will be 77. Now subtract. The next odd number is 77. What is the next odd number? This will be 5. So answer will be 77. Now subtract the next odd number is 72. So 72 minus next odd number is 7. This will be 65. Now subtract the next odd number is 65. So next is 7. After the 7, this will be 9. So this will be 56. Now subtract next odd number in 56. 56 minus 11. This will be 45. Now subtract next odd number in 45. This will be 13. So 32. Now subtract next odd number. 32 minus 15. This will be 18. 17. This will be 17. Now subtract next odd number. This will be 17 minus 17. That is 0. If we obtain 0, if we get 0, then stop this process. Now count the number of process. This will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So how many steps are involved to get the 0 in this process? So there are 9 steps. So answer will be 9. So square root of 81 is 9. So this is the repeating subtraction method to find the square root of any number. So you have studied the finding, you have to study the finding square root of any square number in 3 methods. First method is prime factorization method, second one is long division method, and third one is repeating subtraction method. Now come to our last topic. Last topic is Pythagorean triplet. What is the Pythagorean triplet? Pythagorean triplet. What is the Pythagorean triplet? Pythagorean triplet, that is, if we square 3 square, if we square the 5, that is 5 square, then we can split it into the 2 other number of square, that is 3 square plus 4 square. So 5 square, 25 square to 9 plus 16. So if we split any number into 2 other number of the square, if we split the square of any number into 2 other square of number, then we will say these all are the Pythagorean triplet. So here 5, 3 and 4 are the Pythagorean triplet, because the square of 5 square is equal to 3 square plus 4 square. So we can split the 5 square into 3 square plus 4 square. So here 5, 3 and 4 are the Pythagorean triplet. All other Pythagorean, that is 6, 8 and 10. If we square the 10, we obtain the 6 square plus 8 square. This will be 136 plus 64. So 6 and 10 are the Pythagorean triplet. There are so many Pythagorean triplets are present. Here I discuss about the only 2 Pythagorean triplets, 5, 3, 4 and 6, 8, 10. Now how we will find the Pythagorean triplet? What are the formula to find the Pythagorean triplet? So here are the formula to find the Pythagorean triplet. First is m square minus 1. Second Pythagorean triplet, m square plus 1. And third one is 2m. So these are the 3 formula to find the Pythagorean triplet. That is m square minus 1, m square plus 1 and 2m. If now solve the question. If one Pythagorean triplet is 6, then find the other Pythagorean triplet. In the question you have given one Pythagorean triplet and you have to find the other two Pythagorean triplet. That is 2m equal to 6 is given, which implies that m equal to 6 by 2, that is 3. 2m equal to 6 is given in the question. So 2m equal to 6, m equal to 3. Now otherwise just put the value of m in this formula and in this formula. So 3 square minus 1, that is 8, and 3 square plus 1, that is 10. So 6, 8 and 10. These are the Pythagorean triplet. First one is 6 and other two are 8 and 10. So this is the formula to find the Pythagorean triplet. Okay. Now this is all about your square and square root. Now solve all the question which is given in your exercise in your book.